Chief Justice John Roberts responding to a request from Senate Democrats to discuss court ethics, including the recent flag controversy with Justice Samuel Alito. It was recently revealed that Justice Alito flew controversial flags at 2 of his homes. In a letter to Congress yesterday, Alito says his wife was responsible for flying an upside-down flag over his Virginia home in 2021 and an Appeal to Heaven flag at his New Jersey beach house last year. Both flags were like those carried by rioters on January 6th. Congressional correspondent Nathaniel Reed joins me live now. So, Nate, what did Justice Roberts have to say?
Well, he was pretty forceful here that he does not want to meet with Senate Democrats. He believes it would be not only improper, but not the right thing to do, and a separation of powers issue potentially, to meet with Senate Democrats to talk about ethics. He basically said, look, it's fairly rare in American history that the members of the Supreme Court meet individually with members of the U.S. Senate. Remember, it's very common for them to meet with members of the Senate when they are seeking to be confirmed to the highest court. But after they've been confirmed, that is fairly rare for them to meet with senators. Now, in this letter, and I'll read part of it now, he said, quote, separation of powers concerns and the importance of preserving judicial independence counsel against such appearances. Moreover, the format proposed, a meeting of leaders with only one party who have expressed an interest in matters currently pending before the court, simply underscores that participating in such a meeting would be inadvisable. And that was, of course, the decision from Chief Justice John Roberts to not meet with Senate Democrats over concerns about the optics there. So again, this is obviously a blow to Democrats who have wanted Justice Alito and Justice Thomas to kind of carry, either recuse themselves or at least have the court take more seriously some of their concerns about the judicial independence, given that their wives have been involved in, or at least have the appearance of being involved in the January 6th efforts to stop the stop the certification of the election for President Biden. Ginny Thomas, Justice Clarence Thomas' wife, through reported conversations with members of the then Trump administration, and then Samuel Alito's wife through hanging an upside-down flag, which had been a symbol of the Capitol riots, one that he claims was not at all associated with the Capitol riots in that letter to lawmakers released yesterday. So what's this a sign of? The Supreme Court is not going to take orders from congressional Democrats, and in fact has rebuffed every request of theirs to more concretely codify a specific code of ethics. Now, there has been some discussion up on Capitol Hill, mainly with Representative Jamie Raskin, about potentially trying to compel through the Justice Department some of these justices to step aside, petition them to step aside due to conflicts of interest. Again, that appears to be at this point a long shot effort, one unlikely to be taken up by the DOJ over concerns, of course, with the judicial independence and the independence of the Biden administration with the Supreme Court. That's a concern that Republicans have had. Just a couple of weeks ago, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell was asked about his opinion on these recent cases. He basically said it's up to the Biden administration to do more to insulate the Supreme Court from partisan attacks, and Republicans are upset that they haven't seen that insulation from the Biden administration. Biden has been quite vocal with his disagreements about the Supreme Court's recent decisions, like trying to overturn Roe v. Wade through the Dobbs decision, along with several other of the cases that have recently been decided by our nation's highest court. Now, this is just going to spell more anger from Democrats on Capitol Hill. There isn't a whole ton, though, that they can do without control of both chambers of Congress. And again, the Senate filibuster requiring bipartisan support on the vast majority of legislation to pass means there isn't a whole ton that Democrats can do on Capitol Hill other than fume.
All right. Congressional correspondent Nathaniel Reed for us live in Washington. Nate, thank you.